Hello, and welcome to my newest playthrough. I'm not calling it a complete Let's Play because there are some stuff that you might be able to get, or that you might have to do in more playthroughs, and some stuff that I'm not quite sure can be, can be done, well, with, one playthrough. I'm not sure where everything is. Like, in my playthrough, I might have been missing some stuff, but I got as many as I could. So, let's get started. Now, you're going to start a new game. This is live for me. But let's go into the options to, actually, let's go back. Yeah, this is going to be Darksiders 3. Yeah, I'm doing Darksiders 3 this year. My very first video. This video will take a bit long, but yeah, I beat it last month because, so it took me about a month to beat, but that was with me taking quite a bit of a break from when I first got it because of the dawning with Destiny 2. So I was doing that. Anyway, let's go into options. Let's go into gameplay. I don't want vibration on. Yeah, this is good. Camera auto center is good. Hold, that's good. Damage indicators good. Hit indicators good. Graphics and brightness, that's good. That's good. Wireless controller. Okay, all that's good. Now, it's a good thing that I waited because this game has two different ways to with the control scheme. Not scheme, but with the controls. Some not spoilers, but it's hard to see anyway. They have the classic mode, which is how the game originally starts out as. So when the game first came out, the combat style is different than Darksiders 1 and 2. They had put a update into the game so you can change it to, or not default mode, or there's default and then classic. Default is, well, this game is Dark Souls style. Very much Dark Souls style. And that's how it is with default controls. It takes a long time healing everything, blah blah blah. But there is a classic mode where the gameplay is more like Darksiders 1 and 2, which is how I will be playing. Let's go to a new game though. Yeah, that's mine. There's 3 save slots. Yeah, this is my personal file. I'll be messing around with the controls, or with settings later. Maybe. I don't remember. I'll be trying to get as complete as possible. Let's start a new game. Okay, so here's all of these, the difficulty. Story, this is easy mode. It is very easy. They have made it even easier since launch. It is for only it is pretty much just if you want to play a little bit and just have more story. Balanced, which is what I played on. This is normal. What's the difference between challenging and apocalyptic? Hold on. Let me, turn off... Let me turn this on for a moment. I need to see something in my trophies, and I don't want to spoil things. Okay. So, let me look up something, but I think I will be going on apocalyptic. So, let me look this up real quick, because when I did this, I don't think that challenging was on there. Okay. I think I will be going with apocalyptic, though. I'm thinking on putting it on apocalyptic. And if it gets too hard, well, let me turn that off for one more moment. Actually, it doesn't matter if I show this one off. Yeah, I have to do, apocalyptic, so let's give it a go on apocalyptic. If it's too much trouble, I'll be putting it on challenging mode. Wait, is there anything plus? Let me see. Sorry this is taking so long. Okay, no it does not, so I will just be playing this on apocalyptic for this playthrough. So, let's give it a go. Okay, so here's the control scheme. A more methodical combat system than Darksiders 1 and 2. This is Dark Souls mode. This is the mode that I will be playing on, because this makes it hard for you to heal, because you heal very slowly on this. This one you heal quickly. I just find classic mode a lot better. So let's go for classic mode and get started.
Why did the Creator construct a universe teeming with imperfection, misery, sin? Among the scholars of both heaven and hell, this query is known as the riddle of sorrows. If sin is itself a part of the grand design, is not sin then, by definition, divine? A question for the sages. The one particularly restless bunch kept a robust relationship to the topic. The Nephilim. Spawn of angels and demons. Warriors, relentless, unstoppable, blood-mad. Until they were betrayed by 4 of their own. War, death, fury, and strife. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Inconceivable power was bestowed upon the traitors by those sworn to maintain symmetry twixt order and chaos. The Charred Council. Bear witness as the Council holds court to end the Nephilim War in the name of balance. This is the new pact. War, bringer of worldwide fire. You are the juggernaut of all pain. Death, dark soul of eternity. You are the deepest decay. You are anti-life. Strife. Endless spirit of timeless unrest. You are all that is unsettled in the hearts of that which lives and breathes. And finally, fury. Terrible engine of rage. You are the machine that...
Are we to waste our time on ceremony, or are we to fight?
Step forward and recognize, horseman. You are the most impatient of your kin. The least predictable, dancing on the edge of your own reality. Your brothers understand the undertaking set before them. But do you?
Still talking! Shall I have Death fetch us some tea, or can we get on with it?
Fury, your role in this story is yet to be written. I wonder, will you light the flame of creation anew, or stomp out the embers for good?
So yeah, Fury is very impatient. Oh.
Dreams more thrilling than reality. Had I known the new pact would be so exciting, I would have let war separate my head from my neck then and there.
That's a reference.
Is it possible to die of boredom? Rampage. Bored as I am, perhaps you're just lazy. If I didn't love you so much, I'd kill you just for something to do. The call? Finally.
So that separating her head from her neck was a reference. I'll explain later. Uh-oh.
Please, please, please tell me you're a planet of demons that needs slaying. Or 2. War. What pathetic fate have you brought upon yourself, brother?
Watch your tongue.
I may be least favored of all the horsemen, but my tongue never found me chained to a rock like some dog.
Fury, approach us.
I take it there is a mess that needs tending to.
Though you jest, you speak true. War has broken his vows to this council and shattered the seventh seal.
The apocalypse. Why would he...
We know not. Yet. As we speak, Earth falls beneath the spears of heaven and the hammers of hell.
So the horsemen are to ride.
No. While the Charred Council seeks to understand how and why the traitor war has committed this abominable act, there is a matter that requires delicate attention.
You should have called Strife. He's the delicate one.
The 7 deadly sins have been released, by whom we cannot say, but the 7 roam the earth, free of our prison. The balance between order and chaos is already in jeopardy. The 7 cannot be left unchecked. War is in chains. Death is missing. Strife attends to other matters. The last time you faced the sins, it required all 4 of you.
I can handle those fools in my sleep. But when this task is complete, I demand that you grant me my rightful place leading the horsemen.
If you would trade obedience for a title, so be it. But never make a demand upon us, horsemen. You depart immediately.
Greetings, Miss Fury. I must admit, this is a fortuitous fate.
A watcher? You doubt my allegiance?
Please, be not cross. I am such an admirer. Scratch that. I'm a fan. You are the horseman. The only one that matters.
Enough! I will allow you to accompany me. Just stay out of my way.
I will be as unto a shadow. Steadfast. Silent.
More silence!
Go! Seek out the place called Haven. Your quest for the 7 deadly begins there.
Fury, wait. Whatever has passed between us, search your heart. You cannot believe I am guilty of these crimes. Something is wrong with the universe. Be vigilant, Fury. Forces conspire against us. Heed my words!
Well, if you watch my Let's Play of the first 2, you would know War is very correct. And this is before War goes to Earth. You will see why or maybe not shortly. You will see why later on. You definitely will. Okay. First off, that is not the button. Okay, options brings up this button, so that's start. The touchpad brings up this menu. So this has a very Dark Souls style thing. Health, strength, which is physical damage, and arcane. When I streamed this, I did not notice this. Arcane. I thought this was just magic. Arcane damage is dealt on evade encounters, charge attacks, wrath attacks, and havoc form attacks. Havoc form is Fury's chaos or reaper form, like in the first 2 games. Press L2 to switch between this. You have your weapons, your consumables, ingredients. Those are mainly for upgrading weapons. Crystals, I'll explain those later, and we have armor. The base armor, these do absolutely nothing, they're just cosmetic. but that's what she was wearing in the cutscene. For pre-ordering on PS4, I get the Crimson Oath. That's on screen if you want to read it. I will be wearing this the entire time. Most of this you have to press and hold. So yeah, press L2 again to see our combos. There's more, there's like 4 more weapons that we can get, and here's her new form. If you press in the button once more, or not the button, but press in L1, or not L1, but L3, so sprint in Destiny, you only have to press it in to sprint as much as you want. Your whip is square. We don't have any other weapons, so triangle does nothing. She does a double jump like this. And L2 targets behind. So the controls are very much like Darksiders 1 now. Soul Lurchers. So I'll explain this now. Soul Lurchers. Fallen enemies will release Soul Lurchers upon death. So this part is like Darksiders 1. Blue Lurchers act as currency. Green replenish your Nephilim's Respite. I'll explain that in a moment. And yellow restore your Wrath Bar. So Nephilim's Respite. That is what we have right here. Crafted by Death, he gave this flask to his sister as a gift long ago. Replenishes itself by absorbing life energy from fallen enemies. Death made this for Fury because she kept getting into fights. Nephilim's Respite. You get quite a few of them in total. You only get 2 right now. These are your main healers. They will recharge themselves with green lurchers, so that's the difference between Darksiders 1 and this one. Lurchers would, green soul lurchers in Darksiders 1 would fill you automatically. These ones refill your, what are they called? Dark Souls? Estus flasks, yeah. The Estus flasks recharge when you die, or if you attack or if you collect a green soul. Currently, there is no way to restore them without using, okay, R1 to dodge. Timing your dodge just right will let you do a counterattack. I'll show that. Volunteer like that, and that would be an arcane execute, an arcane counter. So I did that badly, so I have less health right now. Breaking items would be...
Fury, we're close to one of the 7. I hope it's not bad.
Okay. Yes. So that's the difference between Darksiders 2 and 1. Because, or not 2 and 1, but classic and default mode. Default, you press up on the D-pad to heal. You have to wait for the animation. You have to wait for the animation before you can heal. No choice about that. over here. Okay. So there is an item right here. Press circle. Pick it up. This is a small healing shard. You can use it, but we are going to save it. Always use Mithran's Respite before you use any of your other consumables, because you only get so many. And I do recommend destroying anything you can. Right now, Fury cannot destroy these. It will be quite a while before she can. But yeah, small breakables like those can sometimes hold items. Like healing cards. X double jump, she can grab ledges like this. She can whip swing, so jump up to it. If you see the circle, that means that she can do that. So, another thing you should know. You see the money in the corner? If you die, you drop it. Plain and simple. But you can pick it up again. Okay, I think we are at... Yes. For envy.
Haven. A haven for what? Vermin?
Humans, mistress.
Adorable. Build a house of sticks during the end of the world. Where exactly do we go from here, Watcher?
I know not but what the Council commands, mistress. The quest for the Seven begins here.
Watcher mentioned her earlier. Yep,
Envy.
Mine! Humans, Haven, everything here! Mine! Move on, horsemen, or ye be mine too!
I'm on a mission.
Protecting humans? Humans think creation favors them. They are apes crawling through dirt.
Quite the grudge you're carrying.
What they have, I will take. When they have nothing left, they will be my playthings until they break. You cannot stop me!
Oh, I don't want to. Humanity is tragically overrated. I am not here for them. I'm all yours.
No!
okay. This is Envy. We just gotta kick her butt.
Getting moves is even better than I imagined.
Okay, I need to heal. I have no more Nephilim's Respite. Okay, she is going to break the floor. Now, we do not want to be on the floor. She will have this. You have a short time to get over to her. And so we can continue smacking her around. Jump over. Oh my gosh, I'm doing terrible. Nope, I died. Okay, I also blame that on I only had one healing item. Envy is a little hard when you're not used to it. The first time I did this, I lost a few times. More than a few times. Because, I had no idea what I was supposed to be doing. So I'm going to start back here. You can farm up souls like this as well. Oh, come on. Unfortunately, I have no way of healing myself except for my Nephilim's Respite. I don't want to use my small healing cards right now. I just have to get better at doing my arcane encounters. Yeah, I don't think that these drop more. Oh, shoot! Oh, here's a Wrath Shard. We are not going to be using it. Get up there. Yeah, you only need to tap that. And we will be skipping the cutscene. Oh, no cutscene. Your arc encounters are going to be very helpful. Yeah, you can heal. Yeah. Break through the floor already. I think my souls should be down here.
Your demise is exactly what I desire.
If not, it's no big deal. Oh, come on. I'm doing terribly right now. Heal. Okay, she's gonna do that one more time. We will be ready. Oh, come on, I was above that. Come on, I was above that. Okay. I needed to use that. And he's being a jerk. No. There's nothing I can do. Okay, I got her.
Pretty. Come and get it.
Ah! That's mine!
Whew.
Mistress, not to be a bother, but weren't you supposed to catch Envy?
I did. This talisman.
It's a vessel. Envy used it to hold energies from the rest of the seven.
It will make a fitting prison for the others once their physical forms have been broken.
If I may, there is a sort of hum emanating from the talisman. That glow
Will indicate when one of the seven is nearby. I know.
so wise. You are all that the Council promised, Mistress.
I'm beginning to enjoy the sound of your voice, Watcher.
Interesting that it is glowing now. Huh. Anyway, the Talisman of Sin will guide you to the next deadly sin. It is displayed at the top of the screen and directs you towards the nearest sin. The skull at the top indicates the nearest sin, and the circles indicates other sins that are currently accessible. I am almost dead. Lurcher crystals. I promised I'd go over them. Not that. You won't get levels like normal. You have to buy them, unfortunately. Wrath Shard, not gonna use it. Lurcher crystal. This is a grand one. It'll give you 1,000 souls. We'll be doing that later. They have no purpose currently. Small healing shard. I will be hopefully using that, or not using that soon. But yeah, if you see those corpses on the ground, that means that there's an item. Yeah, Envy kicked my butt right now. And this is because I had nothing.
I would be remiss in my duties if I didn't point out that even with the talisman, locating the other deadly sins will prove a
You can walk around during
challenge.
this.
Finding Envy was easy enough.
That was a gift, one I would not count on receiving twice. Envy was also, by far, the weakest of the deadly sins.
Anything else to add?
Only what I assume you already know. The armies of both heaven and hell have cordoned off the world of man into various areas of influence. Look around us. The upheaval we have seen is the very personification of the struggle between order and chaos. You have set for yourself an unenviable task, given these environs.
That's what makes it fun. The other sins are hiding across this shattered world. They strike at angels and demons alike in their own
Yeah.
selfish bids for power. Their hubris will lead me right to them.
Perhaps you will need assistance.
Whatever I need, I will take, Watcher.
Okay, now we couldn't run during that. Again, you see me smashing stuff if I want items. So, that over there, that area, yeah, we're not coming back to it. Because, only go further when you are ready. Because once we go past here, we will not be able to come back. Because that was the point of no return. Yep. And you saw that square, or the red horseman symbol? Yeah, that was the save icon. Okay. This plate will be useful later. Much later. Or not much later, but later enough. You see these icons? If you have played the first and second Darksiders games, you will know what these mean. I won't spoil it for you, but it will be useful.
I knew that war would one day unleash all this, but seeing it, his gifts are impressive.
May I remind you, mistress, that you have no peer among your horsemen brothers.
I'm hoping one of them will drop a lurcher. No. Okay, it is fine if we die right here because this is a safe point. I don't want to use my respite. Or I don't want to use my lurcher for my thing. I'm hoping one of them will drop a heal. Break the stupid thing. Yeah, there's no way that we can break. Yep, I'm going to die. I will not. Yes. Yes, you saw that green thing? That was a lurcher. The green lurcher that I was talking about. They drop from the enemies if you have an open slot in your heals. Now, I will admit this next part tripped me up for quite a while. These guys are such easy fodder to greens from. Okay, there's green. We won't be able to get those, or some of those, for quite a while. We get the Archer Pump. We can't get that, and we can't get those right now. You'll have to come back here later for it. Now, I wanted to do in the first video showing a particular thing, and I do have a story, and actually have to clarify something as well. Fury, in that cutscene before she started to go for come here, she mentioned something about she would let Boar separate her head from her neck. Ooh, healing shard, keep that. If she had been known she'd be this bored. That is a reference to the one of the Darksiders comics that pretty much said that Boar lost his arm in. He cannot do anything in here yet. Remember this for much later in the game, like near the end of the game. But yeah, that was a reference to that. He had knocked her down and stuff. So, yeah, they're trapped, blah, 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 blah. Okay, got another lurcher. Okay, so coming down here, that was just the entrance over here. Now, this part tripped me up for quite a while, wondering, where the hell am I supposed to go? Because everything I saw pointed to somewhere over here. It is very hard to see anything in here, isn't it? But it looks pretty. Right? Wondering where to go, wondering where to go. This. I did not notice this hole in here for roughly 10 to 20 minutes. I had to look it up. But yeah, you can't duck normally. You can automatically crawl, and you just have to steer her in the right direction. Okay, here's something you can note. If you absolutely need to, you can press and hold square to do this, and it can help clear out ads in the area. Okay, let's lure him over here because I don't want to go after two guys at once. I will heal when I'm good and ready. Note this for later. We can do nothing about it. Oh, and just in case you're wondering what that swirl in the top right or left corner is, that is our Havoc form, which is this game's Chaos form from like Darksiders 1. And you get it immediately. Oh boy, those guys. Let's steer clear of him for now. Don't go too close to him yet. Because if he wakes up, you'll be in for hurting, especially if there's enemies nearby. He's asleep. Real fair doing that from off screen. Okay. There's that. I'll destroy that. Yes, we will be dealing with the lurcher clumps later.
Perhaps there are human survivors.
Not my concern, Watcher.
So he wants to see me be stupid. All of you? Good. Yeah, a lot of this is me getting those perfect... Oh, shit. Yeah. That was stupid, but I'm going to be doing that again. I want what's behind him, and I want the souls that he carries. So I think for this, I am going to actually do this in recording batches. Yeah, I think I will be doing this in batches. Like, yeah, I'll be recording this in batches where to where I can get a good chunk of the way through. Yeah, I do want to get a good chunk of the way through, so I will be doing this in batches, like I said. Havoc form. L1 and R2 to get Havoc form. There's an achievement for killing a bunch of enemies using Havoc form. Let me get to trophies. Beast mode, 666. And yes, I know my controller is dying a little bit. Yeah, you get some of your souls back. Not all of them, but enough. Ow. Okay, and I got my lurcher back. Or my respite back. Yeah, you get quite a few respites. That actually should be it for this episode, though. Next episode, which I will be doing in the same recording session, I will be going back in there, going to fight that thing again. I will be at full health for that. But yeah, until then, let me know what y'all think about this. Until then, this has been Verunifire, signing out. Have a wonderful day. And I completely forgot to turn this back down. Okay, have a wonderful day.